So welcome to Rovers TV. I'm your commentator today, Martin Overton. And we're 2 minutes away from kick-off. We just await the sides out on the field. Halifax, of course, they will go to Wembley next week. They'll face Batley. Batley heavily beaten today, so it'll be interesting to see how the Halifax players approach this game. But Featherstone Rovers won't care about that. They're just looking for their 16th win in the last 17 at the Shea. What a record that is from Featherstone Rovers. Although the Halifax home form is good, 8 from 9 at home this season, only going down to the Bradford Bulls. And Featherstone will be looking to make it the second team to win here in the league this season. I'll give you the teams once more. Former Featherstone Rover at fullback for Halifax, making his 100th career appearance, is Brandon Pickersgill. League's leading scorer, Lachlan Wormsley, is joined by James Sawton-Stall on the other wing, Jake Mason and Ben Crooks the centres. Another former Featherstone player in the halves, Louis Dupre. He lines up alongside James Woodburn-Hall, Will Calcott, Brandon Moore and Dan Murray in the front row. Ben Kavanagh, Matty G, Kevin Leroy in the second row. Kevin Leroy, is the loose forward. Adam O'Brien, Adam Tangata, Ryan Lannon and Dan Fleming, former Featherstone Rovers player on the bench. Zach McComb, the 18th man if required. Sean Long this afternoon goes for the following team. At fullback for Featherstone Rovers, Mark Caralla, been in great form since his return. 5 tries in his 5 games. He missed last week because he was getting married in the south of France, but he's back in that fullback position today. That means that Caleb Akins moves to the half-backs where he's joined by Logan Astley. On the wings for Featherstone Rovers, Luke Briscoe and Gareth Gale, Joey Lelua and Chris Hankinson in the centres. Already mentioned Caleb Akins and Logan Astley in the halves. Gadwin Springer, Matty Wildy, James Lockwood, your captain in the front row. Arama Howe, Ellis Longstaff, who makes his first appearance for Featherstone Rovers in a starting position. Came on off the bench last week, of course. Arama Howe and Ellis Longstaff, the second rows. And Elijah Taylor is the loose forward. Craig Kopchak back in the side on the bench. Connor Jones, Matthew Cozza, Daniel Smith join him. And should he be required, Craig Hall is the 18th man. Liam Rush, by the way, is the referee today. And Featherstone Rovers are playing in red this afternoon here at the Shea Stadium in Halifax. Looks like it's going to be Featherstone Rovers playing right to left to kick off to the Halifax Panthers. It's round 21 action in the Betfred Championship. Featherstone Rovers, of course, top of the table and won 15 of their last 16 games here at the Shea. It's going to be the newly married Mark Caralla who gets this game underway. He puts his arm in the air, he kicks off, it's deep, it's into the in-goal area where Woodburn-Hall collects it for Fax. He hands it to Dan Murray charges out and Captain Lockwood is first to the tackle, straight up into the face of Dan Murray, brings him down 10 metres from his own line. Halifax move it across the line to Leroy, but again that Rovers defence is good. Chris Hankinson first to the tackle, spotting the headband, didn't last very long last week. Let's see how long it lasts today. He's already playing with it, not comfortable with it. Must be trying to grow that air out, but you've got to go through that crazy stage, haven't you, to do that. So Fax move it back to the middle of the field with Will Calcott. Springer, former Fax player of course, first to the tackle there, helped out by Logan Astley, and 250th game for Matty Wildy is involved in the tackle as well. Leroy hits the line and offloads, and Fax put it through some hands, but it's good defence again. Matty Wildy again, it's 5th and last for Fax. They're still inside their own 40 and Wildy charges the ball down. It comes up in the hands of Jouffre, who was the kicker, and but that's a fair charge down. I think that should be head and feed to Featherstone Rovers, you would think. But let's wait and see which way the referee gives this ball. Oh, and interestingly, Featherstone Rovers, it is the Featherstone Rovers scrum, and they opt to take the scrum 20 metres from the near touchline side rather than in the centre of the field. Since that rule change, we've not seen a lot of teams opt for that, so Featherstone Rovers must see something by stacking up that right edge and playing to the right of the field. The ball comes out the back of the scrum with Wildy, finds Astley, Further on it goes to his half-back partner, Caleb Aikins. The 11th partnership in 22 games this season. Same pairing who played at Swinton, Aikins and Astley. Astley playing just his second game for Featherstone Rovers in his 5-week spell so far. The ball comes out in the tackle there. Springer, it was ripped out. It's a penalty to Featherstone Rovers, and this penalty comes right in front of the sticks, just 12 metres out. So will Rovers run this, or will they take the early two? Matty Wilde's going to take control, and I think Featherstone Rovers are going to run this ball. It's a little drop off from Lockwood to Arama Howe. Howe's parents here today, actually. I saw him checking in. Makes me feel old when players' parents are a lot younger than I am. Wilde, short ball to Springer. He's trying to offload off the top, but he turns his body and he gets over the line, does Gadwin Springer, and Springer has opened the scoring for Featherstone Rovers against his former club, the Halifax Panthers, and in just 2.5 minutes here, the Featherstone Rovers lead the Halifax Panthers by 4 points to 0, and it's scored just to the right of the uprights, so this is going to be a pretty easy conversion as well for Featherstone Rovers, and a cracking start from Featherstone Rovers and from Gadwin Springer. So very, very justified in that decision with Featherstone Rovers and Matty Wilde to run that play, and it resulted in the 4 points for Gadwin Springer against one of his former clubs. And it's Mark Corella who is lining up the conversion effort. It's just 2 or 3 metres to the right of the uprights, 10 metres out, should be no problem with this for Corella, and Killer knocks it over without any problems indeed. So just 4 minutes gone. Great start for Featherstone Rovers. They lead the Panthers by 6 points to 0. Sixth try in 16 games that for Gadwin Springer. Not a bad return for a front row forward. As Halifax restart, and it's Springer himself, the try scorer, to return that ball. He plays it 12 metres out. It's Luke Briscoe off his wing looking for work at first receiver, gets his nose through the line. Then 2 Halifax defenders led by Dan Murray combine to bring him down. Here's the captain Lockwood, just a straight drive up the middle of the field, just trying to find his front quickly, get on the front foot, plays that ball to Wilde. Here's Elijah Taylor. He's almost up to the halfway line before it takes 3 Halifax Panthers defenders to bring him down. Plays the ball to Wilde. Lockwood again. This time he offloads as he hits the line. Inside ball from Caleb Aikins to Astley. Astley running across the line. Gets the ball away to Arama Howe. And Howe does well. He manages to get himself in front of Corella before offloading. It's 5th and last for Rovers. 30 metres away. Ball's with Astley. He just drills it along the floor. Jouffre lets it go past him, lets Pickersgill take the ball at the back. Astley follows his own kick, completes the tackle, and Halifax have to bring it away from their own 10-metre area. Mason plays it. Now it's Saltonstall for Halifax. Running into the heart of the Featherstone Rovers defence, but it's a Featherstone Rovers defence who, in the opinion of the referee Liam Rush, are offside and out of the blocks too quickly. So that's going to be a penalty to the Panthers on their own 20-metre line. They restart on the second phase of the penalty. Just inside the Rovers half of the field, they're taken by Ben Crooks. And now Halifax move it to the far side. They've found a little bit of space as well. Jake Mason steps away. He's got Pickersgill on his inside. Pickersgill's over the line for the Halifax Panthers. Featherstone Rovers ripped apart as Halifax, just on the second play after that penalty, moved it from right to left in the field. It was Jake Mason who broke through. It was former Featherstone Rover Brandon Pickersgill who was supporting on his inside shoulder, and he scores the first try of the afternoon for Halifax. 10 metres in from that far side. Halifax Panthers 4, Featherstone Rovers 6. My apologies, Woodburn Hall it was with the try. I'm looking at the number 1 and putting 2 and 2 together, thinking it's a fullback, but Woodburn Hall playing in the halves. He scored the first try of the afternoon for Halifax to answer that Gadwin Stringer try from Featherstone Rovers. We've played 7 minutes, and with a conversion to come, it's Halifax Panthers 4, Featherstone Rovers 6. So Rovers will be disappointed to concede at any time, but particularly so soon after scoring. They were caught offside, that allowed Halifax to move up the field. And then on the second phase of the penalty, just 2 plays, it took them to move it out to the left-hand side of the field. And that try is made good by Louis Joupre, former Rover, converting the try. So 7.5 minutes played. It's Halifax Panthers 6, Featherstone Rovers 6. So Rovers restart with a high kick. It's try scorer Woodburn Hall who takes it, gives it to Dan Murray. Rovers' chase was good. Leluer first to the tackle. Here's Walmsley from first receiver, just gets out of the 20 before he's dragged to the ground by James Lockwood. Colcott takes it forward for Fax. 3 Rovers players involved. Howe around the legs. Taylor and Wildy up top. Joupre works it to the right hand side through the hands of Pickersgill. And it's Matty G. Takes Halifax to within 5 metres of the halfway line. Leroy now. He's still not reached the halfway line as the tackle comes in. 5th and last. Howe and Wildy involved in the tackle again. Joupre with the kick. It's high. It's going to come down on the 20-metre line. Kerala leaves his feet, jumps high in the air, takes the ball safely. Great play from Mark Kerala for Featherstone Rovers at the back. Gale with the return from first receiver. That's robust defence though from the Fax front row. And Rovers play the ball, and now it's Briscoe trying to force his way through the Fax line. Plays it 30 metres out. Hankinson runs with purpose. Makes a good 10, 15 metres. He'll play the ball 5 metres shy of the halfway line. Matty Wildy is the dummy half. Here's Elijah Taylor. Oh, nice little pass out of the back from Taylor. And Rovers have worked it to the right-hand side through the hands of Leluer into the hands of Briscoe. That was nice. And Briscoe will play on the 5th and last, 30 metres out. Kick from Akins. He goes high. He goes central. Pickersgill comes for it. Pickersgill takes it well. Lockwood completes the tackle. Decent set from Featherstone Rovers. Finished with a kick that Pickersgill took. And now Walmsley tries to bring it out of his own 20-metre area. Halifax play the ball 30 metres away from their own line. The Rovers marker defenders were scattered. It's messy from Halifax. The ball's come loose. It's picked up by Leluer, and Rovers have got the ball back, and they're just 10 metres away from the Halifax line. Overplaying there with Fax, and Leluer took full advantage, and now Rovers have got a set just 10 metres away. Chance to hit back and take the lead again, perhaps. Lockwood with just a settling drive. He's brought down. Central field position. 8 metres short. To the right, Rovers go. Short ball to Astley. Astley gets the ball away. Rovers are over. I think it's Elijah Taylor on that far side. Referee awards the try to Featherstone Rovers. And the Rovers are in and hit back straight away. They do. Confirm the try scorer for you in a second. It's not Elijah Taylor. I can see him walking towards the players. Try and confirm who scored that try for Featherstone Rovers. It was on the right edge. It's taken for Rovers. 10 points to 6 in the lead.
Number 21, Joey.
Well, they're giving it to Joey Leluer in the stadium, but it wasn't Joey, I'm pretty sure. So we'll wait to have it confirmed. Could have been Arama Howe. But we'll get that confirmed, I'm sure. Kerala, in fact, it was, with a 6th try in 6 games since his return. Just saw the dark hair among a mass of bodies. It was the second try for Featherstone Rovers, and Corella trying to convert his own try now. He's successful, so Featherstone Rovers open up their lead again on 12 minutes. They now lead the Halifax Panthers by 12 points to 6.
Successful conversion to his own try from Mark Corella.
So Halifax restart, trailing by those 6 points. High scoring game so far. We've only played 12 minutes. We've had 18 points, 12 of them for Featherstone Rovers, who have the ball on their own 20-metre area. Here is Briscoe out to the 30, central field position as he plays the ball. Lockwood on the front foot going forward. He had defenders retreating, so it's a good 15 metres from James Lockwood, setting things up nicely for his team. Taylor takes Rovers into the Halifax half of the field. He plays the ball to Wildy on his 250th game. Logan Astley on just his second, gives it to Arama Howe. Big fend, gets rid of Jouffre. And then he stops, but they can't put the big man to ground. What a beast he is, Arama Howe, for such a young man. Ball comes to Astley on the 5th. He kicks, it's quite deep. That's going to be too deep. It's going to be taken by Pickersgill in the in-goal area. And Pickersgill's going to tap it himself, and Halifax are going to have a 7-tackle set. So that goes down as a little bit of a mistake from the young man on loan from Wigan. 30 minutes played. Halifax Panthers 6, Featherstone Rovers 12. Ben Crooks gets it to within 6 metres of the halfway line.
Will the green team leader please contact the stadium?
Halifax work it out to the left-hand side of the field. It's where they had their joy and scored their try. This time Kavanagh's brought down. 5 metres inside the Rovers half of the field. It's Will Calcott now. Halifax play it 30 metres away. Woodburn alters Jouffre, and now Matty G. G plays the ball 20 metres away. Ball's with Woodburn Hall. Takes the line on himself and gets past Lockwood as well. The Rovers get other defenders there in the shape of Wildy and Elijah Taylor to complete the tackle. It's 5th and last for Fax. Jouffre kicks. It's just too deep. It just beats everyone to the dead ball line. Rovers were playing with danger there. Referee, I'm not sure what decision he's going to give here. He's actually giving a penalty, and a Rovers player, Mark Corella, I think, is going to go in the bin. So he must have said there was an obstruction, or a Halifax player pulled back. But Corella has kicked 2 goals. He scored a try. He got married last weekend, and now he's going to sit down for 10 minutes in the bin. And Halifax have a penalty just 10 metres away from the Rovers line on that far side of the field. So Rovers have to do it with 12 men for the next 10 minutes. 15 minutes played, remember. It's Halifax Panthers 6, Featherstone Rovers 12. We're underway again. So Rovers, some defending to do here with those 12 men as Matty G tries to find gaps in the line. There's no gaps past Elijah Taylor and Arama Ho. Colcott has a goal. This time Wildy, whose defence has been rock solid so far, helps his captain. Lockwood out. Lockwood again, first to the tackle. Good defence from Rovers. They've repelled them 3 times. 3 more to go. Can Fact exploit the overlap as they work the ball to the right hand side. Ball comes off the shoulder of, well, the referee's saying back to 1. That shouldn't have been back to 1. He didn't know anything about it, didn't Gareth Gale? The referee's called it as a knock on. So Halifax start the set again underneath the Featherstone Rovers post, putting all sorts of pressure on the Rovers line. Rovers lead this round 21 game, 12 points to 6. But it's a Halifax head and feed at the scrum, just 10 metres out from the Featherstone Rovers line. Jouffre's got the ball at first receiver from the scrum. Remember, Halifax a man to the good. Kerala in the sin bin for an obstruction. As Halifax take it forward to within 6 metres of the line. Woodburn Hall offloads late as he gets the line. Matty G runs a good angle. It's a mismatch with G on Logan Astley, and Halifax are in for their second try of the afternoon. It is a points fest. Those back-to-back sets, taking advantage of those back-to-back sets. I must say it looked like a interesting call, to say the least, from Liam Rush, to say that was a knock-on from Gareth Gale. That on the back of a controversial sin binning for Kerala as well. I can't really comment on that one. I didn't see it. Referee much closer to the action. But as it is, the Panthers are in for their second try of the afternoon. Matty G scored it. Came on the 18th minute. And now it's Halifax Panthers 10, Featherstone Rovers 12. So kick being lined up by Jouffre. He's 18 metres to the right of the uprights. He's put the ball 23 metres back. He's given himself a long kick. But he struck it well as Jouffre, and he's levelled the game up once again. Played 18 and a half minutes. Halifax Panthers 12, Featherstone Rovers 12.
Conversion there from number 6, Louis Jouffre.
Rovers, of course, 8 points clear at the top of the table after Toulouse victory yesterday, only just as well. 38 points Rovers are on, 30 Toulouse. Halifax, by the way, all the way down in 8th, but they have a Wembley visit next week, and they do have Rovers at 12 apiece. Only Bradford Bulls have won here on this ground so far this season. Featherstone Rovers don't want to be the second side to succumb. History would tell you they shouldn't. 15 of the last 16 Rovers have won at the Shea. But it's Halifax in possession, bringing the ball away from their own 20-metre area. Ball is played to Brandon Moore. Jouffre with a loose pass. Comes off the boot of Ben Crooks into Gale. Play on, says the referee. That is the right call. And then Woodburn Hall breaks, finds a gap down the middle of the pitch, breaks, gets the ball away to his left-hand side, to the supporting player for Halifax, who was a full-back Pickersgill. And now Jouffre's got the ball. And now Jouffre's got the ball in the middle of the field. Gareth Gale out of the line quickly, and he does manage to complete the tackle. Fifth and last for Fax. They're a man up, remember. Kerala in the bin. High kick. This is a mismatch as he finds himself competing for the ball. There's Logan Astley. He did get to the ball, but he knocked the ball into Halifax hands, so it's another set for the Halifax Panthers. Another set in the Rovers 10 metres area. Dan Murray takes it to within 8 metres. Tackled by Gale. Halifax work it to the middle of the field with Calcott. Longstaff, first to the tackle. Playing his first game as a starter today is Longstaff. Referee blows his whistle as there's some pushing and shoving at the marker, and he's just going to allow it to go on with a play the ball. Leroy gets the ball away to Jouffre. That's good line speed from Hankinson. I think he's already ditched the headband, by the way. Leroy, great tackle. Great tackle on him from Elijah Taylor for Featherstone Rovers. E.T. with the defence. They've got an overlap in of Fax. They're going to go in at the far corner. They've made the extra man count, and they've scored a try again on the far side over the field. Confirm the try scorer for you in a second, but it's another try to the Halifax Panthers. And they take the lead for the first time in this game. Really taking advantage. Jake Mason, I think it is, with the try. Wearing 22 and not 3. So 22 minutes played and Halifax hit the front. Work for Featherstone Rovers to do. And this has been a costly spell in the sin bin for Mark Corrala. Controversially in the sin bin as well. But that Jake Mason try puts Halifax in the lead at 16 points to 12 with this Jouffre conversion to come. It's right on the far touchline side, but he's already kicked one from there. Jouffre was disbanded for the kicking duties with the head protector. He steps back onto the grass, fires the ball towards the post, and this time he misses. But his Halifax Panthers side lead after 23 minutes by 16 points to 12. Mason scoring the try. And I'm right in saying he played for Italy in the World Cup last year. Signed after that competition by the Panthers. Ankinson with the restart this time. Of course, Corrala still serving his sin bin. Murray brings it away, returns it well as well. Kavanagh well handled on that far side by the Rovers defenders. Matty Wilde having a stormer on his 250th game, particularly in defence. There's a high tackle though. Lockwood and Springer involved. The referee called it straight away on Lachlan Wormsley, and Halifax get the penalty. Put the first phase into touch. They'll begin the second phase, just 40 metres away from the Rovers line, so more defence to do for the 10 men of Featherstone Rovers. Corrala's stripped off, he's ready to come back on just as soon as he can. Kopchak's going to be a change as well for Sean Long. Pickersgill goes to ground. Astley with the tackle. Halifax 30 metres away as they play the ball. Woodburn all at first receiver. Calcott takes it into the Rovers defence. Longstaff, Wilde, Lockwood bring him down, but it's a good drive from Will Calcott, setting things up nicely for the Panthers. Here's Dan Murray. That's good defence though from Gadwin Springer. Arama Howe steps out of the line. It's intercepted by Astley. Thought there was a gap behind Arama Howe, but Astley was there plugging that gap. He gets the ball away to Gale. Gale is tackled, and Featherstone Rovers get a penalty for a headshot. And referee stops the clock. Kopchak is on for Rovers. Gadwin Springer comes off. And Mark Corrala is just seconds away from returning to the field. 2 tries. It's been costly while he's been in the bin. Rovers put that penalty into touch. And Rovers will begin on the halfway line with a Chris Ankinson tap to Astley. Here's Kopchak, first touch for him. It's a good drive as well. Corrala's back out there. Rovers back to the full complement. Here's Elijah Taylor. He'll play the ball just inside the Halifax 40. Astley gets the ball to Akins, his half-back partner. Here's Arama. Just another big fend on Jouffre. Jouffre's not enjoying defending against the beast Howe. And Howe still, they can't put him down. He's a beast. He plays the ball 20 metres out. Kerala, fresh after that 10 minutes in the bin, tries to step up his right foot. Ball is pushed out by Halifax in the tackle, so that's a penalty to Featherstone Rovers. And Wildy again just steadies things down, takes control, tells his team what move he wants from them, and taps the ball now. Gives it to Lockwood, his captain. Lockwood drives it up to the 10-metre mark. That's where he plays the ball. To Wildy. Kopchak trying to run over the defenders. What a try from Craig Kopchak. He burst over the top of it, pushed one out of the way, and it was a big man as well. It was Matty G. And Kopchak brushed him out of the way and then stretched a big right arm out with two more defenders on his back and scored the try for Featherstone Rovers. He's only been on the field for 2 minutes. Instant impact for Craig Kopchak. It levels the scores and Rovers have this kick to come. Great play from the big front rower for Featherstone Rovers. It's 16 points apiece. A relatively easy kick for Mark Kerala. It's about 7 metres to the left of the uprights, 10 or 12 metres out, and a chance to put Rovers back in the lead on the 28th minute. High scoring game, end to end. Defence is certainly not on top. So Kerala, eyes on the ball, puts the right foot through it, and is successful with that conversion. And Rovers do take the lead again, 18 points to 16. That was Craig Kopchak's second try of 2023 for the veteran, former Halifax player himself, of course. But in the twilight of his career, still doing great things for Featherstone Rovers. Shoufray restarts, kicks deep. Aikins underneath it. It's the try scorer Kopchak to return it. Return it well, he does. He spins in the tackle, finds his front, gets quick ball for Featherstone Rovers. Kerala working off the back of that, finds Elijah Taylor at first receiver. Taylor makes his 10 metres and plays the ball to Wildy. Now, running at some what looked like offside marker defenders was Luke Briscoe, but he gets quick play of the ball, and now it's Joey Lalua up the middle of the field into the Halifax half of the field. He gets quick play of the ball as well. Got to be offside at marker defence. No, says the referee. Fifth and last for Rovers, 40 metres out. Aikins with the kick. Longstaff just kept onside on his shoulder. Lets the player Pickersgill take it, and then Longstaff completes the tackle, and Halifax will bring it away 12 metres from their own line. Rovers good in defence there. Halifax still in their own 20. 3 plays gone. They're out of it now with Bren Crooks, but only just. Wildy first to the tackle. Great first half from Matty Wildy, it's got to be said. On his 250th game. Calcott up the middle. That's a good drive. He's had a good game for the Panthers, as will Calcott. Fifth and last though, and they're still on their own 40. They kick from that 40 metre mark. Kerala, he knows it could have been a 40-20, so he takes control. Good positioning, takes it on the full and returns it for Featherstone Rovers. He's brought down just outside the Featherstone 30. Plays the ball. Here's Briscoe. Rovers in 2 tackles, just 5 metres shy of the Halifax half. They're in the Halifax half now as Caleb Aikins scoots from dummy half, makes 12 metres. Gets quick play of the ball to Connor Jones, who's on off the bench. So Wildy, after a great first 31 minutes, is replaced by Connor Jones. He'll inject some pace. Hankinson on the inside shoulder of Astley. Ball's loose, but nothing doing, says the referee. Rovers might have got away with one there. Matthew Cozza's on for Featherstone Rovers as well. He's driving towards the line. It's the last tackle though, and not sure if Rovers lost track of the tackle count there, or maybe they were just happy to allow Halifax to bring it out from deep in their own 10-metre area. There's one good defensive shot from Kopchak and Koza. Here's the next one coming in on Saltonstall. From Taylor and Howe and Jones. Who's here with the next? First to the tackle, Kopchak, great tackle, along with Connor Jones. Good defence from Rovers, applying some pressure here. 3 tackles gone. Halifax only just out of the 20. As off the bench is Adam O'Brien injecting some pace. Now it's Lachlan Walmsley from dummy half. Suddenly Halifax are up to the 40, but that is the 5th tackle, so it's a great defensive set from Rovers. And they're outside of the 20 when the kick comes in, so Kerala can let that one go safely. No risk of a 40-20, no risk anyway, because the ball went out a metre shy of that 20-metre line. We're underway again. Featherstone Rovers play the ball. It's Connor Jones from dummy half. 33 minutes of the first half gone. It's Halifax Panthers 16, Featherstone Rovers 18. So just a slender 2-point lead as Rovers look to re-establish that 10-point gap at the top of the table. Here's Elijah Taylor. Offloads late at the line. Longstaff plays the ball. Matthew Koza. Copy had overrun him. 4th man in, finishes the tackle off. That was Dan Fleming. Played for Rovers this season, of course. 3 players played for both these sides this season. Daniel Smith, Pickersgill, and Fleming. Ben Crooks brought down by a good Connor Jones tackle on his own 10-metre line. Plays the ball to Jouffre. Here's Saltonstall. Halifax play the ball on their own 20-metre line. It's a false start, but it's a set restart, says the referee Liam Rush. So, with just 1 tackle gone now, Halifax play the ball 30 metres from their own line. Oh, half a break here as well, and a high tackle from Joey Leluer. Just a lazy arm, and that'll be a penalty to Halifax. And Rovers will have to defend strongly again, because Halifax will put this ball into touch, and they'll be starting a new set deep within Featherstone Rovers territory. Listen to Rovers TV. It's me, Martin Overton, on the commentary this afternoon. Coming live from the Shea Stadium. Happy hunting ground for Rovers in recent years. But they're finding it tough today. Just a 2-point lead. And Halifax start this set 25 metres from the Rovers line. Jake Mason taps it. It's with Brandon Moore. And to the middle they bring it. It's it's Ryan Lannon taking it forwards on off the bench for Halifax. He plays it 20 metres out. This is Dan Fleming. Fleming will play it 10 metres away. Quick hands from Jouffre, but loose hands from Jouffre. And Rovers come up with the ball. Caleb Aikens drops on it. And that's good defence from Rovers, forcing the error with quick line speed. And Aikens got that ball and the Leluer plays it. And now it's Gale bringing it forwards out of the 30 for Featherstone Rovers. Jones gets Rovers to within 6 metres of Halifax Panthers territory. Here's Hankinson. Into the Halifax half of the field we go now. 5th and last for Rovers. Astley kicked high down the middle of the field. Pickersgill comes forward, takes the ball safely for the Panthers, and then returns it, and he meets the on-rushing Elijah Taylor, and doesn't enjoy that meeting with Elijah Taylor. He plays the ball on his own 20, does Pickersgill. Rovers, Halifax play it 30 metres from their own line. They're out to the 40 now. The far side of the field, 10 metres in from the far side, as Lachlan Wormsley, the league's leading try scorer, plays it. Woodburn Hall in the middle of the field, looping ball over the top, comes into the hands of Saltonstall. That's an obstruction. Crooks stopped Gale making the tackle there, but no one stops Arama Howe and Elijah Taylor, the defensive machines, from making the tackle. Fifth and last for Fax. 40 metres away from the Rovers line. The ball comes back to Jouffre. He kicks high. Gale's underneath it. He's under some pressure. Ben Crooks gets a hand to it, but he can only knock the ball forward. And Rovers will bring it away and play the ball 20 metres in. And 10 metres from their own line. 38 minutes gone. There's been a couple of minutes of injury time, so just shy of 4 minutes to the break. Gareth Gale bringing the ball forward, out to his own 20-metre line. Set restart for Featherstone Rovers. How can we get those when it's on the first play? Good footwork from Briscoe. Hankinson now. Good, this is good work from the three-quarter line of Featherstone Rovers, moving us up in 2 or 3 plays over the halfway line, and now it's the fullback Kerala who takes control. Akins to Kozza, and suddenly Rovers are into the 30-metre area of the Panthers and able to mount an attack with still a couple of plays in the bank. Goes from dummy half, but that's good marker defence actually from Ben Kavanagh over there for Fax, and it's fifth and last for Rovers. They're 20 metres away. Akins with a nice kick through, asks questions of Pickersgill, and then Kerala follows up with a good tackle, and Halifax play it 2 metres from their line. Great work from Kerala again, round the marker defence. So 2 tackles gone. Halifax pinned on their own line. Wormsley brings it forward and gets the big shoulder from Arama Howe. And then after 3 amazing tackles, Featherstone Rovers are caught offside, and that great work comes to nothing. First time, by the way, this season that Rovers have conceded more than 2 tries in the first 40 minutes. 3 tries conceded so far to Woodburn Hall, Matty G and Jake Mason. But Rovers have scored 3 of their own and lead by 18 points to 16 as we enter the final 2 minutes of this first half. Halifax going up the middle of the field though in the shape of Ryan Lannon, and those metres were rather too easy for Lannon to gain, and he's still on his feet, so it's a quick play the ball, and the Rovers markers defenders are scattered, so O'Brien goes up the middle, but Kerala hits him well along with Akins. Woodburn Hall gets the ball away, and it's a mistake. Halifax knocked on, so good defence from Rovers on that far side. Ben Kavanagh it was who knocked the ball forward. So with 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock, Rovers have head and feet at a scrum, 13 metres out from their own line and in the centre of the field. First half tries from Springer, Kerala and Kopchak. 3 goals from Kerala. Conversions. Mark Kerala also spent 10 minutes in the bin. That's when Halifax scored 2 of their tries. Here's Astley. Oh, Hankinson, sorry, takes it out to the 20. Astley is in fact at dummy half. Here's Gareth Gale. Thought about a ball off the top with Gale, but wisely holds on to it. The last 40 seconds of the first half, defending a 2-point lead. Don't want to be making any mistakes. Briscoe brings the ball forward to within 6 metres of the halfway line. Here's Elijah Taylor. He's got that no-look pass behind him. Off to a tee as Elijah Taylor. Big shot on Longstaff. 20 seconds of the first half remain. Longstaff plays the ball to Lulua. He gets the ball away as he's felled in a tackle. It's Adam O'Brien. There's a bit of pushing and shoving on the far side there, but referee waves play on. Adam O'Brien's offside as a result. Longstaff, well, that was an awkward ball. It went forwards, and Walmsley is not happy. He thought, I'm away here if I get this interception. He couldn't quite hold on to it. There is the half-time hooter. Featherstone Rovers have the lead at half-time. It's not exactly been convincing though, but two of those Halifax 3 tries came when Rovers were down to 12 men. 18-16 at half-time in favour of Featherstone Rovers. Rovers took the lead. It was a great start. Gadwin Springer crashed over on 3 minutes. Kerala added the extras, but Halifax hit straight back on 7 minutes with Woodburn going in at the far side as Halifax found some space, just moving it to the left. The right edge of Featherstone Rovers defend. 6-6 it was then, but then Rovers hit back again. A try for Kerala, converted by himself, and 12 points to 6 Featherstone Rovers lead. But then there were a couple of controversial decisions, a knock-on given against Gareth Gale, an obstruction sin binning for Mark Kerala, and whilst Kerala was in the bin, Halifax scored 2 tries in the shape of Matty G and Jake Mason, one of them converted by Louis Jouffre, and Halifax led 16 points to 12. But when Rovers brought Kerala back from the bin and Kopchak on as the change, they immediately hit the front again as Craig Kopchak crashed over for a beautiful try, pushing players out of the way and stretching out. He scored that try, did Kopchak. Kerala added the extras, and we played out the last 12 minutes without any further points. But it's Featherstone Rovers who lead at half-time here. Join me, Martin Overton, for more commentary in the second half. But at half-time from the Shea, it's Halifax Panthers 16, Featherstone Rovers 18. A warm welcome back to Rovers TV listeners to the Shea Stadium for this second half of this Round 21 Championship game. It's Featherstone Rovers who have a tight lead at half-time. They lead the Halifax Panthers by 18 points to 16. Tries in that first half from Gadwin Springer, Mark Kerala and Craig Kopchak, all converted by Kerala. Tries for Halifax, James Woodburn Hall, and then 2 whilst Mark Kerala was in the bin from Matty G and Jake Mason. Louis Jouffre converted 2 of those tries. So it's going to be Halifax to start this second half. They will play from right to left. Rovers in their red strip, playing from left to right here at the Shea. A happy hunting ground for Featherstone Rovers in recent years. 15 out of the last 16 visits, Featherstone have walked home superior and victorious. But facts, it's been a fortress for them this season. They've only lost 1 in the league. This is a good start to the second half from Rovers. Kopchak on the kick return. He's out to the 30-metre mark, brushing off and bursting a couple of players as well. And then Longstaff keeps that momentum going. And suddenly in 2 plays, Rovers are within 5 metres of the Halifax half. Here's Briscoe. Takes it up to that halfway line now. Referee asks him to play the ball again, and then he plays it too well, and he'll have to play it once more. So third time lucky, and we're underway again. Daniel Smith's on for Featherstone Rovers. He has actually played for Halifax Panthers this season as Smith, but of course he's now been signed permanently by the Rovers as Cozza takes up this latest drive and gets to inside the Halifax 30. It's fifth and last as the sun starts to shine here at the Shea Stadium. Astley puts boot to ball on that last. Pickersgill underneath it, and Pickersgill takes it well, and then Longstaff completes the tackle with a good kick chase, and Halifax have to bring it out from in their own 10-metre area. Crooks is well wrapped up. Good marker defence play from Akins and from Logan Astley, the man of course on loan from the Wigan Warriors. Halifax bring it down the left side of the field with Walmsley. Oh, there was a bit of a boot in the head of Longstaff there, but he just rides it, gets up, carries on. Tough cookie. Spencer Longstaff's son, I believe, if you remember Spencer from the 80s, early 90s maybe. Jouffre puts boot to ball in the last. It's straight down the throat of Briscoe, so Rovers starting good field position as Briscoe is up out of the Featherstone Rovers 40. Caleb Aikens is the dummy half. So he takes it forwards and into the Halifax half of the field. Rovers used all 4 of their substitutes as Daniel Smith came on at half time for Elijah Taylor. Little run around among the forwards involving that man Smith, and it comes to Arama Howe again. He pushes Jouffre off. He's not enjoyed his afternoon, hasn't Louis Jouffre, against the beast that is Arama Howe. Smith, nice ball to Kopchak as he hit the line, engaged the defence. Kopchak takes 2 men with him into the Halifax 10-metre area. Rovers work it to the left in the hands of Astley, and then he goes to the centre, Hankinson. Hankinson kicks into the in-goal. It's pretty cool stuff from Pickersgill for Halifax. It was a pretty good kick, but he shepherded it and the ball went out touching goal. So Halifax restart with a tap on the 20. Great hit from Hankinson. And the ball is played, but not to the referee's liking. Keen on this play, the ball is Liam Rush. Saltonstall brings it forward. Daniel Smith first to the tackle for Featherstone Rovers. Ryan Lannon breaks the line for the Panthers. Connor Jones is trying to cling to his back, but Lannon's strong, and Ryan Lannon, he's gone fully 50 metres there and put Halifax on the Rovers 30. And they're up to the 20 now with Ben Kavanagh. Kavanagh plays it. Woodburn Hall taking on the Rovers line. But Howe and Kopchak stick to him. Daniel Smith helps out as well, but Halifax just 10 metres away. First real attacking opportunity of the second half, and it's going the way of the Panthers. Rovers have to defend. They've got to the 5th tackle of Rovers, and Ben Crooks, he runs down the blind alley there trying to go over from dummy half. The Rovers defence is too smart for that, and that is good defence from Featherstone Rovers to keep the Panthers out, but Rovers have to bring it away. Come out of yard is just 1 metre from their own line. Gale only gets 2 metres out, but that's better as Aikens is out of the 10. That's good work from Caleb Aikens. Now it's Kerala. Big contact on him. Good tackle by Ben Kavanagh. Briscoe. Quick play the ball from Luke Briscoe to Leluer, who goes from dummy half. And he's lost the ball right under contact as Leluer. Oh, that's play acting. Play acting. Leluer's just pushed his hand out, and who is it? Adam O'Brien, I think. He's gone down as if he's been... Well, that we don't want to see that in the game. That's ridiculous play acting from Adam O'Brien. Of course, he leaves the referee with a tricky thing here, because he's got to respond to this as Liam Rush, but we don't want to see that in the game from Adam O'Brien. Maybe there was a hand in the face, but it wasn't a big swing. And of course, the doctor says that O'Brien needs a head assessment, and the trainer. All plays to the narrative. Sorry if I sound cynical, and I could be wrong, of course. I could be very, very wrong, but just the way he went to ground told me that it wasn't natural. So it's a scrum down, not even a penalty, and rightly so. Well done on that one, Liam Rush, not falling for it. So Halifax have got the ball. So it was just a knock on by Joey Leluer. Nothing more than that. So I would rather fancy Adam O'Brien will pass that head assessment. Fleming takes it forwards. 3 Rovers players in defence. Of course, it gives good field position to Halifax as Jouffre takes the ball up to the Rovers 20. Here's Lannon. Got a big game since coming off the bench, as Ryan Lannon, and he takes Halifax into the Rovers 10 metre area. So, more defensive tests for Featherstone Rovers. And they fail that defensive test. Longstaff and Kerala, they can't stop Woodburn Hall. He brushes them up and scores a try. They'll not be happy when they look at that. Halifax regain the lead. James Woodburn Hall, it is with his second try of the afternoon. Comes 7 minutes into the second half. And Rovers have work to do. They trail by 20 points to 18 with this kick to come. Sun's gone away. Sky is dark again. The good old British summer. So Jouffre is 2 from 3 with a boot. He's lining this up for Halifax. He's 14 metres in from this near touchline side. And he's looking to extend his team's lead by another 2 points. Strikes it now with the right boot. The kick is good. So he does extend the Halifax lead. And it's now Halifax Panthers 22, Featherstone Rovers 18. Halifax, of course, warming up for a Wembley appearance next week against Batley. Should be a good West Yorkshire derby down in the capital. 1895 Cup, of course. Batley warmed up with a heavy defeat today, but Halifax really giving Featherstone Rovers a test. Of course, it was Halifax who knocked Rovers out of the Challenge Cup and therefore the 1895 Cup. 12th of March, they beat Featherstone Rovers 18 points to 22, and ironically they lead 22 points to 18 against Featherstone Rovers this afternoon. What have Sean Long's men got in the tank? Plenty of time for Rovers to win here. 31 minutes of the game left, but it's a good, tight, competitive contest. Tangata's on for the Panthers. He takes the ball forward. Tackled by Smith and Howe. And now it's Jouffre, and this time it's Jones and Howe with the tackle. 5th and last for the Panthers. Woodburn Hall kicks. Briscoe underneath it. Briscoe takes it. Briscoe returns it. It was a feature of that game actually in March that Halifax won, that they were kicking to Briscoe and then attacking the ball carrying arm, but so far on those kick returns, Briscoe being very safe this afternoon for Featherstone Rovers. James Lockwood returns to the field. Craig Kopchak takes a rest, scored just after he went on, of course. Hankinson takes the ball forward, gets big contact from Tangata, and then plays the ball, and Rovers in the shape of Kerala 5 metres into the Halifax half of the field. 5th and last for Rovers. Short side play, Astley gets it away to Arama Howe. Good offload from him to Hankinson, but the Halifax defence does well to get across, wrap up Hankinson, and he goes to ground just inside the Halifax 10, and that'll be a handover, and Halifax will have to bring it away. It's on the far side of the field. Change for Halifax, Dan Fleming going off, and Dan Murray returns to the field. Only the 5th time this season in 22 matches that Rovers have conceded 20 points or more in a match. And Halifax have been responsible for 3 of those. So Simon Griggs certainly found a formula to attack the Featherstone Rovers defence. Here's Walmsley. We've managed to keep him quiet this afternoon. Into the final 30 minutes of the game. It's Halifax Panthers 22, Featherstone Rovers 18. That's good control in defence from Longstaff. Slows the play, the ball down. And now he chases and puts pressure on the kicker, Jouffre. Great work from Longstaff. That allows Kerala to take the ball on the full. Just those moments, those effort areas. And he looks full of them, does Ellis Longstaff. Here's Joey Lalua. Gets out to the halfway line. Plays the ball to Aikens. Referee tells Lalua to get to his feet. Here's Briscoe. Halifax defence is compressed in the middle of the field. Briscoe does well, makes 10-12 metres. Up to the Halifax 40. Play the ball under some pressure. Here's Daniel Smith. Good drive from Smith, setting things up nicely for Rovers. Can we hit back straight away? Ball's in the hands of Aikens. At the back is Kerala. Read that well, did Mason, to be fair. Stood his ground. Puts the tackle in on Mark Kerala, who plays it on the 5th for Featherstone Rovers. Here's Caleb Aikens. Kicks, cross field. It's parried back. Comes into the hands of Connor Jones. It's still the 5th and last. Jones kicks the ball through. That looked like it was too deep, but he took the ball, did Walmsley, and then takes the tackle and plays the ball. And now it's Mason bringing it away. Halifax play it. 28 metres from their own line. First to the tackle is Matthew Koza. Playing down the right with Jouffre, Halifax. 5th and last. Good defensive set from Rovers. Facts still in their own half of the field. And it's messy on the last as well. So it's an awkward kick from Woodburn Hall. He makes the best of it though. What a kick from Woodburn Hall under some pressure. Little drop off from Kerala to Briscoe. And the Facts chase is good and Briscoe takes the tackle 12 metres from the Rovers line. Longstaff takes control. Goes into dummy half. It's Gareth Gale from first receiver. Good drive from Gale. Looking for a quick play the ball as well. One-handed pick up from Logan Astley. Makes his 10. Owen gets the offload in the tackle. Caleb Aikens in support. Good second phase and Rovers are up into the Panthers half of the field. Good work that from Astley. And good support and awareness from Caleb Aikens. Flat ball to Arama Howe. Howe with the ball off the top. It's gone behind though. Astley has to go back to pick that one up. And he's been hunted down by the Halifax defence and runs into a brick wall in the shape of Adam Tangata. So Astley plays it. Here's Lockwood. Good settling drive. Offload as well. But he wasn't as aware as Caleb Aikens, wasn't Daniel Smith. Knocks the ball forward. It comes up in the hands of Jouffre. And Sharp from the play the ball. Rovers just need to get back here and regroup. Get back into this game. Longstaff tries to make something happen. He shoots out of the line. Steps around him, does Walmsley. Fortunately for Longstaff, Lockwood helps him out, and Lockwood in doing so gives away another set restart. Lalua's round the head, but gets away with that one. Here's Colcott. Rovers defending to do. 2 or 3 tackles gone, and Halifax inside the Rovers 20. Inside ball to Kavanagh. It's a good tackle. Kerala and Aikens. Halifax come down the left with Woodburn Hall. Joey Lalua to the tackle. Is appealing for a penalty. Is Woodburn Hall non-forthcoming. Jouffre. Oh, Arama Howe, he's just solid. Wow, he's a strong boy. He just made Tangata to the ground there. Here's Jouffre. Offered the ball to 2, gave it to none. Then the tackle came in. There's good defence in the end on that set from Featherstone Rovers. They were under all sorts of pressure. They gave a set restart away. Had to really, did Lockwood, to allow his players to get back, and then they completed the 6 tackles well. But can they get out? Can they get out of the danger zone? Rovers trail 22 points to 18 against the Panthers. 25 minutes of the game remain as the rain starts to fall here at the Shea Stadium. Being a fortress for the home side. 8 from 9 at home. Only the Bulls have beaten the Panthers on this ground, but it's been a happy hunting ground for Rovers in recent seasons as Leluah goes forward with purpose. But the ball comes out in the tackle, and it's a knock-on, says the referee. Halifax players congratulate each other. They're up for this game. If you thought what they were going to be like, as they've got Wembley on their mind for next week, and they sit 8th in the table, well, they're right up for it, let me tell you. So we're going to pack down for a scrum. It's Halifax head and feed. James Woodburn Hall wearing 1 but playing 7. He'll be back at 1 at Wembley, you would think, if Joe Keys is back fit. Take it down the right hand side with Matty G. We're in the Rovers half of the field. Inside ball between the 8 and the 10. 2 front rowers. Murray takes the tackle from Lockwood and Astley. And now it's the other prop forward, Tangata. That's well controlled by the Rovers defence. Main man there was Lockwood controlling it, putting Tangata on his back. 20 metres away are Fax. Oh, Arama Howe, what a player. Just rags Brandon Moore from dummy half and then puts good kick pressure on Woodburn Hall. Oh, Corella can't take it at the back though, and Astley's offside. So that's a penalty to Halifax. Good end to the set for them. Corella just couldn't take it in. It was good kick pressure as well from Arama Howe. And Halifax are going to go for 2. Schulfrey tells the referee Liam Rush that I'm happy to kick a goal here. It's only going to extend the 4-point lead to a 6-point lead. But they're happy to take time out of the game, as well as try and add 2 more onto the scoreboard. Rain falling steadily now. Schulfrey's got the scrum cap off again as he addresses the ball on the kicking tee. And the Rovers defenders on their own line just asking each other a few questions. Who's going to step up? We're a team, boys. Who's going to step up? Who's going to come with me? Who's going to win this game for the mighty Featherstone Rovers? Schulfrey kicks the penalty. And with 20 minutes of the game remaining, it's the biggest lead that Halifax have had. 6 points. They lead Featherstone Rovers by 24 points to 18. Corella restarts. Right boot strikes the ball. Woodburn all underneath it. Dan Murray to return it. Cozza first to the contact. Oh, and it won't surprise you to hear that Adam O'Brien has passed that head injury assessment and goes back on the field replacing Brandon Moore. Longstaff, big tackle, physical player.
HI reversal, number 34, Adam O'Brien, scored by Rognella, replaces number 9, Brandon Moore.
Tangata brings it forward. Meets Hankinson. Good defence from Rovers. 5th and last. Halifax on their own 40. Jouffre kicks. Straight down the throat of Gale, who was well positioned. He's out of the 20. He's out of the 30 before the contact comes in. Plays it to Astley. Gadwin Springer had such a good first stint. He's back on the field for Featherstone Rovers. Matthew Cozza comes off, and here is Springer taking it up into the Halifax half of the field. Former Panther himself, of course. Here's Lalua. Rovers 30 metres away as Joey Lalua plays the ball. Logan Astley at first receiver. Good interchange as Lockwood gets the ball away, and it comes up in the hands of Springer, and Springer already having an impact again since coming on from the bench. 5th and last for Rovers. Akins just kicks it into the in-goal area. It's well taken by Jouffre. It was a dangerous kick. It's a good end to the set from Featherstone Rovers and from Caleb Akins, and Walmsley brings it away for Fax out to the 10-metre line. Dodgy ball from Crooks to Saltonstall. Tackle completed by Daniel Smith. And then Crooks from dummy half. Fifth and last for Fax. They're 5 metres inside their own half of the field. Jouffre kicks high. This time safe is Kerala. No pressure on him though, and he gives the ball to Gale. Gale returns and gets out of his own 20-metre area. Logan Astley moves to that dummy half position. Switches sides of the Rutgers. Briscoe takes the ball one-handed and gets a high tackle. That's a penalty to Featherstone Rovers. Matty G, the culprit. Briscoe must be one of the most high-tackled players, if that's even a term, in the league. He does seem to get a lot around the neck. Was the Rovers wingman. And after that first phase of the penalty, Rovers begin. 10 metres inside the Halifax half of the field, and Springer takes it forward. Good drive and finds his front again. Astley at first receiver, gives it on to Daniel Smith. Just settles things down. 23 metres away as Smith goes to ground. Jones got options either way. Goes to his left as Akins wraps around, and Akins releases it and gets Kerala into action. It goes out onto the wing to Gale. It's a good tackle out there, but Rovers just 2 metres away as Gareth Gale plays the ball. And now Rovers bring it back to the middle of the field with Astley, and he'll just settle this down, will the captain, Lockwood, and Rovers have options either way again. Jones looks to his left and goes to his left, goes to Logan Astley. Astley with the ball to Hankinson. Hankinson brushes off the defender, spins in the tackle. 5th and last for Rovers. They're 5 metres away. They're 7 metres in from that far touchline side. Ball's in the hands of Astley. He drills one towards the post. Woodburn takes it cleanly, and then Rovers complete the tackle. And Rovers just need to keep applying the pressure, keep the Halifax Panthers down this end of the field. That's what Longstaff does with the first tackle. Here's Saltonstall. Gets out to the 20. Crowd appeal for a high tackle, but nothing doing there. Play on. And kicking out a dummy half is Adam O'Brien. Finds some space actually in behind Briscoe, because it was early in the tackle count. And Briscoe returns it, and in that broken field, Briscoe's up to the halfway line. And Rovers are into the Halifax half of the field. Great work there from Luke Briscoe, and Rovers get the penalty as well. So, 15 minutes left. Who's going to stand up out there for Featherstone Rovers? We're trailing by 24 points to 18, but we'll start with a new set on the second phase of this penalty, just 20 metres away. Longstaff taps it, gives it to Akins, and then it's Captain Lockwood taking it forward. Dummy half is Jones. Astley. Here's Daniel Smith. It's not an easy place to come and win. Only lost one at home in the league, Halifax. But Rovers, who's going to be the hero? Arama Howe, he's not a bad shout. He scored 6 in the last 4 games and he's had a wow of a game today. And he'll play it just 3 metres from the Panthers line. Smith offloads to Akins. Rovers have got numbers stacked on the right hand side, but the Halifax defence comes up well and Akins has to take the tackle. Joey Lalua bounces out of the tackle, then gets the offload away. Here's Astley, kicks. Hankinson's chasing. Pickersgill just manages to get there, but Featherstone Rovers force a goal line drop out and they will get the ball back for another set. Arama Howe's a little bit slow to his feet. He's hobbling a little bit out there. He's the big man. Hopefully he can run that off. We need him in this final 13 minutes if we're to turn this game around. 1 try and a goal is all it takes to get back level, and then we'll be looking for a hero to win it for the Featherstone Rovers. Drop out from Woodburn Hall. It's deep, but it comes to Springer. He's got 30 metres to get some speed up, to pump those legs. He pumps those legs and he knocks the defender over. Kevin Leroy, Frenchman on Frenchman. Here's Longstaff. Up to the 20. This is good from Rovers. 2 plays gone, setting things up nicely. Connor Jones at dummy half. Daniel Smith gets it on to Lockwood. Just goes into the teeth of the Halifax defence. Sets things up. 3 tackles gone. Rovers 10 metres away. Central field position. Go to the left to Springer. He offloads to Astley. Brings Hankinson against the grain. Hankinson's just felled with an ankle tap, but gets the ball away to Connor Jones. Connor Jones injects some speed and he goes for the line and he's just half a metre short. Looking for the quick play of the ball. Here's Hankinson. Springer charging. Halifax get 5 or 6 players around him. Somehow managed to hold Springer up. The Rovers will just bring it back 10 metres and go again. 12 minutes left. 6 points of difference. 24-18 in favour of the Panthers. As Springer brings it back and plays the ball 10 metres out. Here's Akins. Nice ball to Longstaff. Longstaff tries to force the pass, but the ball goes forward. It's a knock on. Carella taps the ball down, but it won't count for anything because it's a mistake there from Featherstone Rovers, and Halifax will turn it over with a play the ball 10 metres out from their own line. Walmsley is allowed to get his nose through the line too easily. And Rovers slow to their feet. 2 players in back play, Longstaff and Lockwood. They're back in the defensive line now.
Panthers with substitution. Number 19, Ryan Lawrence, sponsored by Darrell Fisher Barker. Replacing number 8, Adam Tominaka, sponsored by
Halifax play the ball on the halfway line. Colcott. Fifth and last for Fax. They're 8 metres inside the Rovers are for the field. Go to Woodburn Hall. He goes high with the kick. Again down Briscoe's side. Briscoe takes it cleanly and returns it. And bursts through the attempted tackle of Jake Mason and gets out of the 20. Good work from Luke Briscoe. Quick play the ball as well. Halifax got to be offside there in the middle of the field. Gale turned away from where the offside players were and the referee takes no action. Here's Ellis Longstaff. Injects some pace as he hits the line. Again, tough under the contact from Mason, who comes out holding his shoulder. He's got a stinger there for his troubles. And Longstaff made good meters, plays the ball on the halfway line. He's lost his name off his shirt. He's lost half his number now as Ellis Longstaff. Such is the way that he plays the game. Just his second start for Featherstone Rovers. Ball might come back his way here as Lalua takes it forward. Lalua will play the ball. It's fifth and last. Rovers 25 metres away. What have they got at the end of the set? It's kicked down the middle, and Kerala almost gets on the end of it. Has that ball gone backwards? No, it's gone forwards. I asked a few questions there with the kick, did Akins. Kerala was almost on the same wavelength, and it could have been just a little bit different, and Rovers could have been back level in this game. As it is, we're into the final 10 minutes, and Halifax play the ball 10 metres from their own line. Play it now on the 20 as the rain falls a bit harder, and there's a mistake at the play of the ball, and Rovers are going to get it back in great field position and a chance with 9 minutes on the clock to really apply some pressure and try and get back to parity in this game. Who's going to step up? Who's going to be the hero? Play the ball 20 metres away from the Fax line. It's a bit messy at the play of the ball, so Jones just settles things down. Hankinson now in at dummy half. Astley's the first receiver. Here's Elijah Taylor. Back on the field and playing the ball 10 metres out. Central field position, Lockwood. Offloads to Astley. Hitting the gap is Arama Howe and then tries to run over men. He's up to within half a metre of the try line. He could be the man, you know. Struggling with him, other Fax defence. Here's Lockwood. Fax defence does well on this occasion. Put Lockwood on his back. He's up now and he plays the ball. Here's Connor Jones from dummy half trying to bury his way through. He's just short. It's fifth and last for Rovers. It's a poor ball from dummy half. Akins has to go back and Mason hacks the ball forward, and then Woodman all drops on it, and now Halifax have got the ball in the Rovers half of the field, and Rovers defenders desperately trying to get back. They're trying to get back, the Rovers defenders. Briscoe's injured in back play, by the way, so the referee stops the clock. The Halifax fans are not happy with that because it's not a head injury. And that does the Rovers defence good because they were stretched and struggling to get back the big forwards from Featherstone Rovers. Briscoe's gingerly making his way back towards the defensive line. Getting tight for Rovers. Just the one try in the second half came to James Woodburn Hall, converted by Jufrey, and a penalty. Oh, hang on, there's 10 minutes in the bin here for Briscoe, so he must have injured himself as he took a player out in back play. And looks like Ellis Longstaff's coming off for a head injury assessment as well. So Rovers, I think, back down to 10 men. So with it all to do, they'll finish the game, with 12 men. Playing rugby league here, not football. But they'll finish the game with 12 men, and they're trailing by 6 points, and there's 7.5 minutes on the clock, and with 4 tackles in the bank, Halifax are in the Rovers 30, so they've got it all to do here at Featherstone Rovers. Colcott takes it into the Rovers 20. O'Brien's a dummy half for Fax. Oh, they're looking for a drop goal. It comes to Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall strikes it. And Fax, they've played the smart game. They've got the drop goal. But there is still 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. So 7 points of difference. Rovers go for the short kick-off. Rovers parry the ball back and win the short kick-off, but then Lockwood's clattered and the ball comes free. And Fax are up for this, they're warming up for Wembley. They're the aggressors. And Rovers, not sure what's hit them at the moment. They've got to find a way to dust themselves down, get back in this game. It's going to take a big effort for a big victory, but have Rovers got it in them? Come on, boys. Woodburn Hall scored that drop goal and releases Mason on the wing. He's got in touch though, he's got in touch. Fax think they've scored, they haven't, because great work from Elijah Taylor has pushed Jake Mason out of the field of play, and Rovers have head and feet at a scrum. But the momentum's with Fax. Rovers, 12 men of Rovers have got to do something to turn this around, because Rovers, for the second time, playing with 12 men. It's Luke Briscoe's in the bin. And what can Rovers do? 5 minutes of the game left as they take it up the middle of the field. Arama Howe. He's nursing an injury, he's gone down again. I think it's just cramped this time. But Rovers work it out to the right hand side. Oh, Briscoe's on the field. I thought he'd been sent off the field. It must have been I don't know how many Rovers are playing with. Anyway, I'll work that out in a second. Lalua. Here is Springer. Rovers 20 metres away. Arama House struggling in back play. He's got cramp and the physio's just going on to him now as the kick comes in from Rovers on the far side. Oh, that was a Shepherd, surely. Rovers player Hankinson, who's also wobbling, prevented from getting to that ball. Well, let me see how many Rovers players there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no, there was no sin bin in. I don't know what I'm talking about. I thought the referee had waved somebody off. It must have been sending Longstaff off for the head injury assessment. That's why he held his arms in the air to stop the clock and sent Longstaff off for that head injury assessment. So I'll just count again. 4. It is 13 against 13. Terrible commentary from myself here. Sorry about that. But 3 minutes and 40 seconds remain. Fifth and last for Halifax. Rovers have got them pinned in their own area of the field. Jouffre going to be caught in possession. That's a big mistake from Fax. Huge credit to the Rovers defence there. They're walking wounded in a way at Featherstone Rovers. There's a few wobbling about. But they're trailed by 7 points. There's 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Just to clarify, we are at 13 aside. I got it all wrong. Wildy to Dan Smith. Smith plays it 20 metres out. Astley gets the ball away to Hankinson. He's wrapped up by an onrushing Ben Crooks. They've wanted it this afternoon of Halifax. They're warming up for Wembley in style. But here goes Gareth Gale in some style towards the line. 21 tries for the season. He's a metre short of a 22nd. Ball's in the hands of Astley for Featherstone Rovers to his halfback partner Akins. Great ball from Corowa to Luke Briscoe. Briscoe's going to go in for Featherstone Rovers. Luke Briscoe scores the try. It's just 3 metres in from the near touchline side, but it gets Rovers back within 3 points. The clock reads 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. So on the 78th minute, Luke Briscoe's, he's scored the first points of the second half for Featherstone Rovers. It's now 25 points to 22 in favour of the Panthers. Corrala's going for the goal very, very quickly. He lines it up, strikes it. He's missed it. It's across the face of goal. But it doesn't matter. The equation is the same. Rovers still need a try. 25 points to 22. Clock stopped on 1 minute and 56 seconds. There might only be one set for Featherstone Rovers. Have they got a hero?
1,600 now. And Corral are attending. And all you Panthers fans out there, see you at Wembley next weekend.
Halifax, of course, in no rush to take this kick restart. Joufre puts the ball on the kicking tee. This won't be short. He'll be going as deep as he can. He'll be kicking to his left. It'll be coming down in the hands of Caleb Akins, you would think. Akins is there. He's going to catch it. He's going to give it to Dan Smith. We need meters. We need meters. Smith shows the dummy. Almost should have gone to Kerala. He ran through the gap. Smith takes the tackle. 30 metres out. Squeaky bum time. Last 2 minutes. Here's Springer taking it forwards. Gets Rovers out of the 20. Have we got an hero? Here's Dan Smith. Offloads. Akins. Kerala from the back. Here's Joey Lalua. Lalua breaks the line. Gets the offload away on the inside to Mark Kerala. Kerala kicks through. Connor Jones is chasing it. Lachlan Walmsley's down onto it though. And Walmsley takes the ball. And he's 6 metres from his own line as he'll play the ball. 1 minute 22 seconds left. Maybe it didn't need that kick through, but it was close. Walmsley's quick. Right, big in defence. Come on, Rovers. Can we force an error? Can we get the ball back? That try for Luke Briscoe is 93rd in 123 games. He'd love a 94th in this last minute of the game, but it's going to be hard to see it coming because Halifax have got the ball in hand. Here's Walmsley. Rovers big in defence. Akins and Taylor trying to put the pressure on, trying to free the ball, but Walmsley holds on to it. Now it's Leroy. Big contacts on him in the middle of the field, but he holds on to it. 44 seconds remain. 5th and last. Kick pressure, lads. Kick pressure. Ball comes back to Joufre. The kick pressure comes in from Arama Howe, who charges it down, and then it comes back into the hands of Woodburn Hall. When you looks out, but full credit to Arama Howe. He did everything he possibly could. He goes chasing in defence there as well. But with 20 seconds left, looks like the Panthers are going to win this game as Tangata takes it forwards. 14 seconds left. Jones was on the shoulder when that break came in. You can hear the home fans counting the clock down. The hooter goes. Halifax go to Wembley with a second victory of the season over Featherstone Rovers. 25 points to 22. They've beaten the Rovers. The Rovers gave it their all in the end, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. For the second time, Halifax beat Featherstone Rovers this season in a narrow game. They were 8th in the league coming into this game. Of course, Rovers top of the table. It shouldn't really mean too much in terms of the league positions. It's more the psychological damage that this does to Featherstone Rovers, conceding their second league victory of the season, of course, to lose the first to beat Rovers in the league, and Halifax Panthers have done it today by 25 points to 22. Rovers led 18-6 at half time. 6-0 they led after 3 minutes when Gadwin Springer crashed over. Kerala added the extras, but they hit straight back at the Panthers. Woodburn Hall with his first try of 2. He had a good game at Woodburn Hall, converted by Joufre. 6-all it was. It was a points fest in the first 12 minutes because Kerala scored on 12 minutes and he converted his own try, but then the game-changing moment was when Kerala was sent to the sin bin. We'll have to have a look at that again to see whether that was justified or not. But it was certainly very, very costly because Halifax scored 2 tries while Kerala was in the bin from Matty G on 18 minutes and Jake Mason on 22 minutes. Joufre converted one of them and 16-12 they led. But Rovers went in at the break in the lead because on 28 minutes Kopchak came off the bench. And within a couple of minutes he'd scored the try, crashing over, reaching out with a big arm. Kerala added the extras, and as I say, 18 points to 16 it was at half-time to Featherstone Rovers. But it was Halifax Panthers. To be fair to them, they've got a Wembley date next weekend. They're playing for their places in the team, and they wanted it more in the second half. Woodburn Hall, he had a great game. He scored the try on 47 minutes. Joufre added the extras. And they took a penalty goal on 60 minutes, which Joufre converted 24-18. It was at the time. A decisive point came from Woodburn Hall. Drop goal on 73 minutes after Rovers had charged the first kicker down. And they got it away to Woodburn-Hall. He converted the drop goal. And then Luke Briscoe just gave Rovers a sniff at the end with a try in the corner. 25-22, that's how it finished. But I want to pay tribute to Arama Howe. He ran his blood to water. He had cramp towards the end of the game. And he almost did it. He almost did it in the last minute with a kick charge down. Ball just came up into the hands of Woodburn-Hall. A couple of minutes before that, Rovers had had the final chance in the last 2 minutes of the game. They went for the kick through from Aikens. Corral had almost got there, but Walmsley beat him to the ball. Was Connor Jones the better option with the pass? We'll never know. But as it is, Rovers have given their all, but they've lost this game. They've gone down to their second league defeat of the season. It has finished. Halifax Panthers 25. Featherstone Rovers 22.
Stadium, where the Halifax Panthers have just beaten Featherstone Rovers 25-22. We're now joined by Featherstone head coach Sean Long. Sean, thanks so much for your time. How do you summarise that?
Frustrating. Obviously, I thought the effort was there in the first half. I thought we front-loaded our D 1, 2, 3, but then we lacked a little bit of smarts on 4 and 5 defensively. And there's a few strange calls out there, and I think Andy frustrated our lads a little bit when it rolled into our attack. And to be fair, if I'm being honest, I thought Halifax, stuck to the game plan. I thought they finished the sets better than us, and they played the game better.
Yeah, Joey Leilou was one of them who got frustrated a few times. Do you think he was lucky to stay on the field?
No, I thought he was all right. I thought he got frustrated with some of the calls from the officials and stuff like that, and compared to what we normally do, we normally stay calm and in those situations, because with 4 minutes left on the clock, there's still time to win it. Yeah. And whether the ball comes out there or not, I'm not too sure, but I was saying to the lads, with 4 minutes left on the clock, still time to win it. We score, and then you've always got a chance to win a game, full time.
Did you think it was a try in the right hand corner where I think it hit Leilou's knee?
Yeah, 100%. It was a try. Yeah, it was 100%. It was a try, and then, like I said, but there's no. I'm not making excuses. I thought Halifax were really good today. I thought the spine was good. They finished the sets really well. They frustrated us a little bit, and it kind of manifested into stuff like that. But what I've just said to the lads, they're all hurting in there. I've got 17 blokes what are hurting. Yeah. We're just going to come back and learn from it. That's what you got to do when we're going into playoffs.
Yeah, I just felt like we were calling it at the time. I thought, and I totally agree with what you said earlier there. I thought there was some really good yardage defence from your guys today. I thought you really restricted Halifax's go forward out of their own backfield. They were forced to kick inside their 40 a lot. And I thought the way you guys carried out of backfield, you were very direct. You made good metres. I thought you had no issue rolling down the hill. I just felt you probably lacked a little bit of creativity in that final third and asked enough questions. Would you agree with that, Sean?
100%. Yeah. So when our back five took over, the pretty heavy stop, I had to stop, and then we didn't have enough smarts in good ball where we went away from our system.
Yep.
Where we went in the first half, we stuck to it and we played through.
Yep.
We kind of went away from our system a little bit and lacked a little bit of smarts, like you said.
Do you think that was because you scored a few tries in the first half where you just powered through? Were they trying to do that in the second half?
No. That was the game plan.
Right.
But if you've not got like a middle third and two non-dominant halves, you need a middle foot, hold that middle third.
Yeah, like a ball player through that middle third.
Yeah, ball player through that middle third. So. We just lacked a bit of the composure, and I thought, like I say, our end of sets was a bit scratchy. Where I thought there was happy thought stay down there and build pressure. We was probably trying to score on every play, if I'm being honest.
And to be honest, Sean, you're not used to losing either, are you? So what happens now? What do you say to the boys? How do you prepare for the next one?
Oh, like I say, I'm as good as they are, but when you lose a game, there's always learnings. Going into, you know, the next few games now, we've got to learn from what happened in the game. Don't get frustrated by calls and don't go away from the game plan. And then going into, we might play Halifax again in the semis or whatever, I'm not too sure, but you've got to learn from it. There's always learnings from a game, and sometimes it's better to lose now than it is in a semi or a grand final.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, that's you know, it's a game of footy. Some you win, some you lose.
Yep.
And you tend to win more than you lose, so that's always a good thing. But thanks so much for your time tonight. I'll let you get back to the boys.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers, Sean. Thank you.